Hey everybody, how we doing? Real Estate Machine Show, the Modern Success Formula. I am your host, Chris Matan. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today we're going to talk about the the ideal avatar client. And for those of you who don't know what this was actually kind of a new concept for me a couple of years ago. The concept is not new. The language around it is a little bit new, but avatar and ideal client, how they kind of go together. So what your ideal avatar client really means is who your audience is. Who are you trying to attract or sell to or connect with? And a lot of times, we get in trouble as salespeople or marketers or something like that because we're chasing the wrong client. We're chasing the wrong end user, so to speak. We think we know who we want to work with. We think we know who we want to engage with. And sometimes we think we want to appeal to everybody, appeal to the masses. And frankly, that's a phrase that we used back in the early 2000s when we were building homes. We didn't want to get too specific on finishes and design. We wanted to appeal to the masses so that we had a better chance of selling the home. These were spec homes. But when you appeal to the masses, you kind of lose focus, and you tend not to appeal to anybody if you appeal to everybody. So the idea of having an ideal avatar client is really laser focusing in on who you want to work with and who you want to sell to and who you're going to provide the most value to. And a lot of times that means kind of sometimes it means looking right in the mirror, because who we work with is kind of a reflection of who we are individually. So for example, you could be, and this is not me, obviously, but for example, a single mom who is a business person, who's a real estate agent, single mom, and they got kids in elementary school, right? She's going to be able to relate a lot to other single moms with kids in elementary school. So she could build an entire niche in business around that avatar client, the single working mom who's got kids in school, who has we all have the same struggles, and we're kind of all in it together and trying to just trying to make it work. So it's something that can be relatable. For myself, I've got multiple businesses, right? Investors, business owners tend to invest their money in other real estate, whether it's a commercial real estate or multifamily or other kind of income producing real estate. And those are the things that I do, and those are the things that I've kind of grown up with. So those things relate, and you kind of speak that same language. So when you are out there and you're projecting yourself and putting yourself out into the community and out into the world, in order to really see some exponential success, if you were able to identify who is your ideal avatar client and cater to that client, you may find that your business starts growing and growing and growing, and then the referrals start coming and coming and coming, because it's who you are. It's just a mirror image of who you are. So some of the things that I've done personally is in fact that I've opened myself up. If you look at it from a real estate standpoint, really real estate and manufacturing, I've really tried to make a strong effort to open up both of those worlds and get them in the same sandbox, so to speak, because in my community here, both of those businesses resonate to many, many people. And there's a lot of people in machining and a lot of people that own their own machine shops and then in turn invest that money into real estate. So it's kind of an easy conversation. And I've sort of, to a degree with the Real Estate Machine Show, created somewhat of a brand, whereas, people in my manufacturing world understand and know that I've got an expertise with real estate and that I can help them with that. And then in my real estate world, because of the 2 degrees of separation here in Cleveland with regards to machining and manufacturing, there's always a conversation to be had about manufacturing when even when you're showing a house. You're driving by somebody's house and oh, my uncle lives there, he happens to be a machinist. So it's just that's kind of the niche that I found myself in, and it leads to business owners and investment property and commercial property and stuff like that. So that the business owner is who I believe is my ideal my avatar client. It's the business owner, it's the investor who, in fact is a business owner and just kind of has that business mentality, small business owner, entrepreneurship, stuff like that. So anyway, that was the focus that I went to, and I found a lot of success doing that. So I think it all comes down to two things. It all comes down to kind of finding your niche, and the way you find your niche is you identify your ideal client, and they kind of like lead you into that niche, and just foster it. 80-20 rule, 80-20 rule, put 80% of your effort into 20% of what's going to drive those sales and drive that revenue, and you should be all in good shape. So listen, have a great day. I hope that was some value for you, and again, don't forget to subscribe. In one of these corners here, I'm not sure where, is a subscribe button. Would love to have you, and we'll catch up with you next time. Have a great day.